survival of the most beautiful.
You think girls will like you if you're ugly? Have you heard of bone smashing?
Hygiene? Is that something that men know about?
Jessica Alba!
I interviewed 5 people, and I can only remember the 2 who were good looking.
Do you think you treat people differently based on their looks?
Personally, I don't think that I treat people differently based on their looks.
I don't think that I do, but I do think that I make friends based on people that look similar to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I see a girl that's like, I don't know, like we kind of have the same vibe. Yeah.
So you think it's more subconscious for you?
Yeah, like I'm not like, oh, I don't like this person because of how they look.
Yes, sometimes it's like, you know, the first thing you see is their looks, and sometimes they can be a little bit off-putting. I wouldn't be surprised if people did the same for me, but
Bro, you're beautiful.
appreciate that. But like, I don't know, it's bad, but it makes me almost like angry sometimes.
Whoa, what is you talking about? Angry?
Like, I don't know. Like we're meeting like almost like a group of people. Like I just don't want to talk to that person. I know it's not good to be like that or think that way, but that's how it works. So I'm not.
I would say like if they look better, then like easier to walk up to and ask them questions and stuff. But
You find it easier when they're more attractive?
yeah, because you can get confidence.
I ain't gonna lie, like I low-key feel like that's opposite. Like if they don't look as good, it'd be easier to talk to them. But like if they look really attractive, like I won't be able to speak to them. I don't know, I'll feel nervous.
There are certain people that are much more unapproachable based off of how they look.
I have a friend, her name's Olivia, and people have told both of us that she is terrifying to approach.
Are you insecure about your looks?
Sometimes I would say more my physique. Other than that, not really. And sometimes I'm like, I ain't even that like, you know, bad or whatever. And then I'll see like Kai and I'll be like, okay, maybe I should put in a little work. Maybe I see you too. I'm like, maybe I should try a little bit harder.
I'm not insecure because it's about the personality, you know?
Wait, no. You think girls will like you if you have a good personality but you're ugly?
Depends on the person, because like if they don't walk up to talk to you, then they will never know. But it'll be better if you look better.
Not anymore, but I was like growing up.
No, I agree with that, especially in high school. But I also think that now in university, it kind of goes in waves. There's one day where I'll be extremely confident about my appearance, and then the next day just extremely shattered. But I think it goes in waves, and I think a lot of it has to do with stress. How you feel on the inside is ultimately how you end up feeling about yourself on the outside, I think.
Another thing that's like made me like the way I look more is seeing myself like in my family members, like features I get from like my mom and my dad when I like as I matured, I like appreciate it. Maybe like I don't like this about myself, but like I love it because I get it from my dad or something. Kind of cute.
That was really sweet.
Thanks.
Every time I see like a reflection of myself, there's always something that pops out to me, always something that I feel like isn't good enough or needs to be improved, you know?
I used to be a lot more. I used to be really fat as a kid. I got into the gym. Shut the fuck up. But no, it's less now, but there still are things.
And then I'll see some other people who aren't insecure, and they're not fat or anything like that, but I'm like, wait, if they can not be afraid, why should I? I just have to own it, you know? As long as you own it, then there's no problem.
Natural selection of the species also means over time we will get survival of the most beautiful.
Y'all know about Clav? He's a prime example, right? Because he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. That being said, I think I'm gonna go spend all my money on plastic surgery so I can... Yo, you gotta cut that.
Okay, say something else. What are your thoughts on Looksmaxxing?
I think the extreme is pretty stupid, but the basic where, you know, you just want to look good and you want to take care of your body, and at the end of the day, be appealing for other people to look at. I think that's a good objective, you know? Like I said, the extreme is just stupid.
I think it's probably true. However, I think it depends what you're after. So I think in the modern world, through social media and all that, it's really important. When you guys are looking for a job, I don't think it's as important at all.
Is that like mewing? You could be beautiful and you could be depressed and your life would still kind of suck. I feel like my best days that I have nothing to do with how I look.
Don't you think you feel good when you look good though?
Yes, I do.
Have you heard of bone smashing? Microfractures in your bone, they'll grow back bigger and stronger.
Nope. Haven't heard of it. I think it's a generational thing. I think amongst your own generation, it probably matters a lot. I think in relation to older generations. And so I don't know what it's going to mean as you guys get older and as new people come on. Like, is it going to be a trend over time, or is it a trend at a point in time?
Yeah, it might sound ridiculous now, but maybe in the future it's like a common thing to have your kids do.
If you want to go into business, dressing professionally and in a business manner, looking put together is going to get you further than showing up somewhere in sweatpants.
Write that down, write that down!
What makes somebody attractive to you?
The first thing that you notice is their looks. In terms of like looking to get acquainted with somebody, I'm not gonna pay as much attention if like the first impression I'm not all that interested, right? You know what Kanye said? Prettiest people do the ugliest things.
I feel like I look at the eyes the most as like first appearance. I don't know, that's just what I look at. After that, I look for someone who's like caring. I don't know, someone who like genuinely like cares. That's nice to have.
Waist to hip ratio, like smaller waist type thing, like wider hips type thing. Just like an hourglass like figure. You know what I mean? Some of the most unattractive qualities when they're not ambitious and also have like no common sense.
Do you have ambitions?
I mean, it doesn't have to be like sky high ambitions. It's just like
Obviously there's looks, right? That's like the basis. They gotta be appealing, you know? Just being in the same room as the person makes you happy, then like what else is there?
Being approachable, being able to like, even if you're not like interested in a guy, like still being friendly. That's like something I feel like they should work on.
Can't lie, I'd say like food. I feel like getting like food for somebody like and stuff like that. Like if they were to get me food, like boosted 100%. You know what I'm trying to say?
My godson, he's super good looking, just like you, but he is not as easy to relate to as his brother, who's not as good looking. He's more awkward. He pays a lot of attention to his look, so as a result, he's not as comfortable, because that really matters.
Like hygiene, is that something that men know about?
Alcohol consumption and the food that you eat, it like segues into your physical appearance. And so I think guys think that just because they're guys, they can get away with that, but they should probably be a little bit more careful about that. And when you're a nice person on the inside, you're a nice person on the outside.
If somebody's physically unattractive to you, but they had a perfect personality, would you date them?
if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. So like, you know, the rounder the better.
Are you for real, bro?
I'm for real. Bro, what do you think I go to the gym for? I think me and Kai are on the same page here, bro. Like, the more I can lift, the bigger woman I can handle, you feel me? And also, you gotta remember, the bigger the woman, the more of her there is to love. Well, also just like, you know.
It would have to be some hella specific circumstances for that to like, I just don't think it'll happen.
Like, she loves Star Wars, she loves you, she'll bake you cookies, she'll play the game with you,
Fuck.
she cosplay as Nami. My fault.
I think I'll give it a chance.
Is that a PR answer, or is that what you really think?
Like, I'll give it a chance. It depends if she's like gonna make you happy, you know? Cause like in life, you have to be happy.
Nah, like if I'm being honest, nah, that's my answer.
How much time and what resources do you spend on your appearance?
I don't spend much time or resources on it, not gonna lie.
You go to the gym every day.
See, now you're thinking about it from a different perspective. I was thinking about like just my face. Yeah, okay, like overall, I go to the gym, you know. Not only your appearance, but then your presence too.
That wasn't the question.
What the fuck is this guy? Now that I'm thinking about it, I do actually spend a lot of time and resources on my, what was it, appearance? Cause like, you know, I go to the gym, I eat healthy, spend money on like cologne, I guess.
Just the gym, eating healthy, and then, you know, I gotta clean up the goatee. Not right now, but yeah, I just try to, I don't know, I try to make myself a better person, because I feel like in the past I've not been a great person, and I feel like that's just not the type of appearance, type of thing I want to show off.
I actually don't even do anything with my hair, like unless showering and shaving counts, I don't do anything. But that's just like basic maintenance.
Do you
so I
think
don't
about
think that counts.
your clothes? Because you got that shit on right now.
Right now, no, I don't. I do sometimes, but I just don't have enough like fits.
I usually like take around 7 minutes, brush my teeth, wash my face, and like I put deodorant and cologne on.
I don't spend that much time or money. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like just simple stuff is good for me, you know? I don't need too much.
Not a lot. I just do the regular thing, getting dressed and washing myself. So it's taking me more time than it used to because I'm getting older, but I'd say maximum 45 minutes.
A lot. Well, maybe it depends on like what you're given in the first place. Like I have curly hair, so like I don't have to, I straighten my hair. That takes like a lot of time, but I only do it like 2 days a week. But like still like little things like skincare, makeup.
I think I spend a lot of money and a lot of time on appearance-based things, clothing. That's not my fault that it's expensive. And same, like what Beth said, I also have really curly hair, so in order to maintain that, it takes a little bit more time and effort.
What do you think were like the beauty standards like back then? What were people trying to achieve?
36, 24, 36, 36, 24, 36. That was the beauty standard of women.
Yeah, I've heard of that. That's like the ratio, right?
Yeah, so that was the women's standard. Like the male standard was being well kept and having clean clothes, let's say, for instance. Also like fitting in the mold, you know, like what I love now is there's none of that mold, you know, like you can have your own style and still be seen as fitting in. So that's fantastic.
Going to the gym has become like, not like a trend, but it's like more popular now. Lots of guys are going to the gym, so maybe like they're trying to set themselves apart from others more. Like, yeah, everyone can be like like big, but can you be big and have a nice face? That's my theory.
I think you see it more like the gym as a trend, and I think it starts in high school. But then I think when you go to university, I think guys realize that they're probably not the best looking at their university because there's so many more guys, and then they feel the need to kind of compete with like the other guys to be like the best looking or the fittest, and then they feel the need to show that off on their like lift accounts.
Guys are putting in a lot more effort. I think now more than ever, people have super high expectations, not only for themselves, but for other people.
Yeah, it's really unhealthy because 5% of the population will be really good looking genetically, and then everybody wants to be with that 5%. That's just not gonna happen. I think the other difference is back in the day, the women had to look good, but the men didn't have to. As a woman, you had to be provided by a man, but now it's both ways. So a lot of standards to abide by.
I think that for women, it's really hard actually because I know like in the 90s and stuff, there was like lots of anorexia and stuff for women, but now there's also so many women who get plastic surgery, things like Photoshop and like Instagram where everything is like posed and like placed perfectly. It's like fake things that you're comparing yourself to. People can just add features, take away features. Like if someone's insecure about something, they just change it.
A couple of my friends your age, like they've had breast reductions or breast amplification. They were like completely dysfunctional because of the size of their breasts.
The male equivalent to that right now is limb lengthening. They can't even walk anymore.
Yeah, I've heard about that and I just couldn't understand.
Beauty standards, I wouldn't say that they're heightened now than they used to be. I think they're just different. At one point, you needed to look like a supermodel. You needed to look like Cindy Crawford and like Naomi Campbell. And then it changed rapidly into like what they called heroin chic, which is when you needed to be extremely, extremely skinny. And then now that's changed into lips a certain size. And so I think the beauty standard has changed, but the level to which it's at hasn't. And for guys, honestly, I think it's the exact same. I think now it's based off of the body, whereas I feel like in the past it used to be based off of how your hair looked and like if it was slicked a certain way.
I feel like the kinds of guys that were popular, maybe like when our parents were growing up, people like Brad Pitt and like Johnny Depp who were just like had pretty faces. But now it's like guys that are like huge, like Sam Sulek and stuff.
If you could change something about your looks, what would it be?
Only one? Can I do multiple?
No.
Are you sure?
Bro, you're just gonna sound insecure as fuck.
Nah, you're right. Right now my skin's fucked up, bro. Ever since I got to university. This guy zoom in? What's wrong with you?
I could change some things, like, I don't know. Sometimes I think my nose, but then, I don't know. I feel like that makes me who I am, so I'm not really. See, thank you, bro. Thank you.
I don't particularly care about being strong, but like having like a lean, muscular body, that is something. I want like cool eyes.
Bro, you have colored eyes already.
I have
you
eyes.
have great eyes, bro.
I just feel like I don't have like the piercing blue eyes I imagine blue eyes to be, you know?
Bro, you like 2 months away from looking like the Deep, bro.
Appreciate that. What about like golden eyes, bro? That should be tough.
Bro, you look. I like the people who get the surgery. Nah, that shit look crazy.
But I'm just saying, like, if I can like captivate someone just by looking into their soul, mission accomplished, bro.
Give myself like a OT and stuff, like a full beard almost like.
I wanted to look like my mom. I wanted to dress the way that she dresses and look exactly like her. So I would say my mom. And now she's given me all her clothes, so I feel like I'm obtaining that.
Yeah, I would say growing up, I wanted to look exactly like my older cousins because I just thought they were really cool.
But you said you'd want to have a better physique. You could do that.
I could. You're very much right. And I've been thinking about this. I think the problem I'm coming to realize why I don't want to go here is there's too many people. And like I said, it's around that many people I get almost like nervous.
It's a bit like intimidating, the gym.
Definitely. Especially if I have to like wait for someone or be like, excuse me, how much more do you have? Like I just can't do that.
What is y'all's celebrity crush?
Yes! Oh my god, I'm ready for this one! Give me the mic. Jessica Alba. Oh my days, hit me up. I will give you the word. That's all I gotta say.
I go through phases, you know, it changes day to day. It depends on what I'm in the mood for, you feel me? Shit.
It's like ordering from Subway, bro.
I can't lie, I'm low-key like asexual today. Like I'm just not feeling nothing today.
Look at his face.
As a kid, there was one common one, bro, Natalie Portman in the Clone Wars, bro. Holy fuck. Yo, I shot my first to that.
Mine's till this day. 2007, Megan Fox in the first Transformers movie. You know that one scene? She's on the hood of the car, and then the steam comes off, and she's like, Hugo, what's your celebrity crush?
Y'all ever watch Baby Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. The black deaf guy.
I would say, God, I got hold on. It's Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence.
What do you like about Jennifer Lawrence?
I've seen, clips of her. She seems like a genuine person. She's also hot. There isn't much more to it than that.
I would say it's not really like a big crush, just a little bit. It was Zendaya.
What's her one? Lotto.
Chris Pine in The Princess Diaries and Jess from Gilmore Girls.
Oh my gosh, I know who it was. I know who my first ever celebrity crush was. Okay. It was Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. I remember I watched it at my cottage on my dad's computer once with him. That was the first time I had a crush.
Yeah, who was yours?
Who was yours?
You guys watch Kim Possible?
Or did you guys ever watch Chips? It's a show and it's like police officers in California. It's like an old show that my brother and I would watch with my dad. And I also had a crush on the police officers.
Well, for me, it was Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
I think I remember there's an interview of Brad Pitt saying good looks, it gets you like a step in the door, but if you want to stay in the room, you have to bring more.
Exactly. And I remember hiring people that were better looking. I remember having that freaking bias myself. I know one day I interviewed 5 people and I can only remember the 2 who were good looking.
Let me think of a question for you, sir.
Go for it.
When you walk past a group of beautiful girls, do you trying your best to look good while you walk past them?
Obviously, I'm going to try and present myself as best way possible in front of these girls. I'm not expecting them to holler at me just because I look good.
I'm the interviewer now. Here, give me the camera. What percentage of the things you do in your day-to-day life are for female attention?
Bro, have you seen the shit I do, bro? I got a cooking page. When I walk around with my camera, bro, yeah, I cook, I dress well, I go to the gym. It's all for them, bro.
A reference to the last video, Alex called you the performative male. How do you feel about that? Are you trying on purpose to be performative? I mean, that's look at the same question.
Nah.
The stereotype, you got the matcha, the quarter zip, the glasses. Do you think you take inspiration from that?
Nah, I think I'm just beautiful because I'm me, It's not because I'm trying to be somebody. It's not a performance, but it's me.
Anyways, that's all I got. That's all the questions. I got one. If you could change one thing about your appearance, what would it be?
Bro, height. I mean, that's the one thing I can't change. I feel like everything else I can change. I could always have better skin. I could always have a skinnier waistline, bigger muscles, but you can't change the height, bro.
Have you thought of getting shin implants to make you taller?
Yeah, I've thought of it, honestly. The main thing stopping me is the financial aspect and not being able to walk. Honestly, no, I haven't. I wouldn't think of it.
Do you think the people in the black pill community would tell you that it's over, in quotes, and that you should yourself?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely say it's over for me. On their scale, probably like an LTN right now.
Inferiority complex regarding your height.
No, I don't think so. There's nothing you could do about it. It's not something to sulk over.
Would you date a taller woman? Would you rather a taller woman?
Would I rather? Honestly, it doesn't matter to me, but I do find taller women attractive just as much as a woman shorter than me. And they could save my bloodline, so yeah.
Do you mog Rashab?
So I mog Rashab? No, Rashab's pretty good looking.
So he mogs you?
Nah, we gotta leave Mog behind, bro. Looksmaxxing has been getting really popular lately. I remember about 2 years ago we were introduced to mogging and the whole subculture basically, but it's making the rounds again with influencers like Clavicular. I do think if not taken too far, it can be a good thing. I know the gym has been getting really popular with teens, and it's great, but I honestly don't think it's the best way to look better. Your face and how you present yourself is gonna matter a lot more. In that way, I do agree with the black pill. For men right now, the face isn't as prioritized as the body. I do think that's gonna change very soon. I think men are gonna start to use makeup and skincare a lot more. Right now, I honestly don't think I look the best. I'm holding a lot of unnecessary weight on me, but I'm not really worried about that. I know I could shed it whenever I want, but I like eating. So I'm gonna abuse this jacket while I can, Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to bone smash.